So, welcome to the first video. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so bear with me, but hey. So we're just going to start off with a little bit of basic stretching, warm up, a little bit of basic technique, posture, that kind of thing. Just a basis for any of the others. You can do this video before you do any subsequent ones, or just as a standalone thing, but it's useful. So here we go. We'll put a little bit of music on and we'll get started. So first we're just going to breathe in and bring the arms up. Going to stretch right up to the ceiling, keeping your heels on the floor. Stretching up as far as you can go, pulling the arms up and release, breathing out. Just going to do that again. Breathe in. Stretching up. Bringing the shoulders down. You don't want to hunch your shoulders. You want to bring them down like there's something pulling down on the back of your shoulder blades. Get a nice stretch. Breathe out and down. And again. And breathe in. Stretch up. Shoulders down. And down. One last time. And out. Relax. Now we're going to start on the head. You're just going to turn to the side and back to face front. To the side and back to the front. To the side and back to the front. Don't overturn it. You don't want to strain your neck, but you should feel a slight stretch down the side. And two more. Bring it back to the front, and you're just going to tip slightly to the side again. You should feel a slight stretch down the side, but don't overdo it, and you should keep your jaw nice and loose so that you don't strain. And back up and tilt. And I'm just going to do that twice more. Just gently going to go around without letting the head fall backwards. And the other way. Once more in each direction. Again, don't let the head fall back. And back. And we're going to start on the shoulders. So you're going to start with just your right, and you're going to roll that one shoulder back. And change sides, just still rolling back. Once more, and then bring the same one forwards. Change sides, bring that one forwards. And then we're going to take both of them back, really opening the chest as you bring them back. And then forwards, and you're rounding the back slightly as you bring them forward. And just shake out your shoulders, loosen everything off, and we're going to stretch to the side. So you're going to take a slightly wider stance. Bring one arm over, and you're going to stretch along this side, trying to keep your body in line this way. You don't want to lean forwards or lean back. You want to stay this way as you go over. Don't push too far, don't think about how much you're bending. You just want to feel the stretch down your side. And the other side. Bring the arm up. And bending over slightly. Again, make sure you're not leaning forwards or back and feeling the stretch along your side. Go back to the other side. And this time we're going to turn to face the side, and you're going to bend forward, trying to keep your back as straight as possible. Again, don't think about how far you can bend, it's just to stretch. It's stretching the lower back. And the other side. And turn. And you're going to bend forwards, stretching just the lower back. You'll also feel it in your legs. And that's just a few basic stretches, basic warm-up. You should be feeling a little bit more limber now. So, the next little bit, we're going to talk about actual basic belly dancing posture. So, whereas with ballet, everything is very upright, very straight legs, up. Belly dancing is a little bit more earthy. So, you want your feet about hip width apart, and you want to have your knees slightly bent, but you don't want to stick your bum out. You want your bottom tucked nicely under so your back stays as straight as possible. If you've got a bit of a sway back, then it won't be completely flat like mine. But you don't want that curve at the base of your spine. You want it nicely tucked under so you're supporting your body on the base of your spine. Nice bit of flexibility, bend in your knees. You don't want them rigid. Think maybe of a puppet, so you've got a string that goes all the way through the top of the puppet's head. Even when you dip the length so that the knees bend slightly, the rest of the body's still held up by that string coming out the puppet's head. So whatever moves underneath, the top of your body is still firm, if that makes sense. So you do shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, bottom tucked under, rest of the body held high. So we're just going to stretch up, and then you're just going to go into that bend, this slight bounce on the knees. Okay, so from there we can start learning the basic belly dancing technique. So we'll start with some TikToks. We're focusing mainly on the hips today. We can do TikToks, we can do twists, and we'll do some small circles. So I'll put some more music on and I'll talk you through those. Okay. So, we're in our nice posture, and then we're going to, so a TikTok. That is your basic TikTok. I'll explain how to do it, don't worry. But that's what we're aiming for. Okay, so the idea is as you straighten a knee, it pushes the hip to the side, and then you bend it again. Straighten the other knee, and the hip goes to the side, and bend. If it's too difficult to think of the hip and the knee, just think of the hips going to the side, back to the middle, side, back to the middle. It's at that level, you're not lifting, you're not coming forwards and back, it's just side to side. Just try a few of those. Don't worry if it's not easy. If you feel like you're starting to get it, you can try doing it double speed. It will be faster to this music. And that's double. So the movement is still quite jerky. It's not like a smooth pendulum. It's quite sharp. Keep your knees bent. Don't let them straighten. And just release your legs. So that's your basic TikTok. Back into your posture. We're now going to do a twist. So instead of going to the side, the hips are going to come forwards and back. So from the side, they're going to twist. Going forwards and back. So your knees are staying the same bent, although the legs are moving. It's the movement of the pelvis is twisting underneath you, keeping the chest lifted, keeping the body as straight as possible. You're trying to keep the shoulders at the same position that they were, so they're straight. Everything moves underneath. Slow it down a bit. If you feel like you're getting it, you can go back to the other speed. And you can go straight from front to back. Don't worry about the middle bit. Just get a nice twist on it. And then if you're feeling really confident, you can double the speed again. Or if you don't feel comfortable, keep it slower. Or you can go at the slower speed. And now we're going to try something else. So just relax your legs again, back down into position, and we're going to do some circles. So we're going to keep them very small. Again, you're just moving your pelvis and your hips. And imagine you're drawing a circle around your heels with your bottom, but keep it tucked under. So you're just drawing that small circle, keeping the waist and everything above as still as possible. You're just drawing underneath yourself. And if I do it to the side, so you're not sticking the bum out behind you to do it like that, like you possibly more in hula hooping, but keep it very much underneath you. Don't make the circle too big, keep it nice and just round your heels. And then we're going to try the other way. So whichever way you went first, reverse it and draw a circle around your heels, back the other way. Keep it nice and small. And again, I'll just do it to the side. And that's the third of the techniques we're going to learn today. So I'm just going to do a quick recap of what we've done. We've done our stretches, that's all fine. So we've got our basic posture, knees slightly bent, feet hip width apart, nicely tucked under, hung from the ceiling. And then we've got a tick-tock, which is where your knees are straightening alternately, then the hips go out to the side. We've got our twist, which is bringing the hips forward and backwards. And we've got our little hip circles, just a small circle around your heels in one direction, and then back in the other direction. And there we have it. That's the first basics of belly dancing.